morning, boys and girls. It's time for Foundations in Reading. It is October 30th, 2020. We're going to start with our big sound cards. Say Q-U, Queen, Qua. X, Fox, X. A, Apple, A. D, Dogged. I, Itch, I. N, Nut, N. U, Up, M, Man, M. O, Octopus, E, Ed, F, Fun, F. C, Cat, K. T, Tot. I should be hearing you. S, Snakes. B, Bet. P, Pimp. G, Game. R, Rat, J, Jug, J. L, Lamp, O. K, Kite, K. H, Hat. W, Wind. Z, Zebra, Z. V, Van, V. And Y, Yellow, Y. All right, next we're gonna do our vowel extensions. Okay, looking up here, we're gonna say A, apple, A. E, ed, E. Hope you're doing it with me. I, itch, I. O, octopus, A. U, up, Very good, friends. Okay, really quickly, we're gonna review a couple letters that I think are kind of tough for us. Okay, when we're doing our lowercase g, we wanna make sure we're going around and coming back down. Okay, when we're doing our lowercase p, down, back up, and around. Okay, and our last one going underneath, our Y coming this way and then down. And then QU, we do together, we're coming around and down, around and down. Really try to practice those today on your whiteboard. Try to practice the letters that they go, start at the airplane line and go down to the worm line. You got it. Okay, we're gonna move on to grabbing our baby Echo here. And I'm gonna bring baby Echo over. And we're gonna do our small sound cards here. Okay, right here, we're gonna do D-dogged. Can you do it for me? Say D-dogged. Okay, next one is J-jugged. Good. Take a look at it. Do it with me. H-hat. Good. Just a couple more. Just finding a couple more. T-tot. Good. Couple more. Look at me. Say Z, zebra, Z. Good. You should be doing these. R, rat, Good. F, fun, F. Good. All right, I'm gonna pull some letters over, and later on today when I see you in groups, you're gonna do this with me using your board. Now that everybody has a board that is Velcroed and they can pull the letters off, we're gonna make some words together. But right now, I'm gonna pull some over. I'm gonna bring over M, man, M, O, octopus, A, and P, pan, P. Let's tap it together. M, A, P, mop. M, A, P, mop. Good. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna bring over my N this time, my U, and my T. Okay, I have an N, a U, and a T. Let's do it together. N, a, t, nut. N, a, t, nut. Very good. Okay, this time I'm gonna bring over my R and my O. Okay, I have an R, an O, and a T. Let's do it. T, know what rot means? Oh, I heard somebody yell it out. You're right. It's when something goes bad and it gets rotten, right? And it gets really super gross. Rot. All right, next one. I am going to bring over an S. I'm going to bring over E and F and a T. So I have an S, an E, and a T. So we're going to say s-at, set. S-at, set. Very good. Okay, next one, I'm going to bring over the A. I'm going to go back to that M, and I'm going to bring over a D. Okay, so I have M, A, D. Let's tap it. M-a-d, mad. M-a-d, mad. Very good. All right. Oops. Whoops, whoops. Okay. I have an R, I have an I, and I have a P. P. Rip. Very good, friends. All right, good job tapping. And as I said, when I see you in group today, we are going to be tapping some letters. We're ready to move on to reading. And I know we worked on making those posters this past week. I already got to see gold groups posters, and I'll get to see blue groups posters when we go back on Monday. But we talked about bad habits and good habits. So we're going to keep going on with our good habits. And that first good habit that we talked about was checking the picture, right? Well, our second good habit that we're going to talk about looking at all the parts of the word. If you take a look, they have this M boxed, and I know the beginning of that word begins with a M. And then they have the vowel and the K and the E in here with the box, and then they have an S at the end, so I know at the end of the word it's going to say S, right? So I'm looking at all the word parts to help me try to figure out that tricky word. And that's a good habit when I look at all the parts of the word. That is a good habit when I do that. So let's take a look at a word right here. If I'm looking at this word and I come to this word as I'm reading my book, I know that it begins with what letter? You're right, it begins with a S, and it ends with a T. Okay, this one I can probably tap out. I can probably tap this one out as I'm reading because I know those short vowels, and I've been tapping those CVC words, so I can probably do this one. Let's try it. S-at, set, right? So I looked at all those word parts. I can probably figure that one out. Okay, here's another one. Now, looking at that, I know it starts with a P. I know it starts with P. It ends with a T, and I know it ends with T. So this one, again, I could probably tap that one out. Pit. That one I can tap out. Let's take a look at this next word. Okay, I come to this word as I'm reading. Oh, I know that one, right? It's book. But when I come to this word and I'm reading, oh, that looks a lot like book, doesn't it? It looks a lot like book, but it's a little bit different. When I look at that first word part, it's an L. So it's just like book, only it starts with an L. Oh, you're right, that's look. I'm looking at all the parts of the word and I'm seeing those similarities, and it helps me read other words. Now, when I look at this word, there's look again. But when I come to it this time, now it's looks. And I know that that has an S at the end, right? It makes that sound at the end. Have another similarity for you. You see this word a lot. Day. Today, Monday. The day is going to be a good day. You see day a lot. Now I come to this word. It looks a lot like day. It's got AY at the end, so I know if it sounds like day, It'll be A at the end. But I know at the beginning here it says play. By knowing those similarities, by knowing those word parts, or by looking at each part of the word, I can figure out other words. Now again, if I add that S on there, I know it's plays. She plays the game well. Now let's change it just a little bit more, looking at the word parts. Do you know when a word ends in this? This is ing. So if I know that's ing, and this is play, I've learned another new word. This is playing. I'm looking at those word parts. I can tap those word parts, I can see similarities, and that'll help me figure out other words. So I have a fun book for you today, and it's called We're Going on a Goon Hunt. And I want to say thank you very much for my friend Isaac in the Blue Group who got this for me and for our class. And it's we're going on a goon hunt. We're going on a goon hunt. We're gonna catch a green one. What a spooky night. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a pumpkin patch, a twisted, tangled pumpkin patch. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. Stumble, grab, stumble, grab, stumble, grab. We're going on a goon hunt. We're going to catch a green one. What a spooky night. We're not really scared. Uh-oh, a swamp. A murky, bubbly swamp. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. I wonder what noises this will make. Gurgle, hiss, gurgle, hiss, gurgle, hiss. We're going on a goon hunt. We're gonna catch a green one. What a spooky night. We're just a little scared. Uh-oh, a tunnel, a dingy, dusty tunnel. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. Flutter, skulk, flutter, skulk. Flutter, skulk. We're going on a goon hunt. We're gonna catch a green one. What a spooky night. We're a little more scared. Uh-oh, a forest, a shadowy, knotted forest. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. Grumble, stomp, grumble, stomp, grumble, stomp. We're going on a goon hunt. We're gonna catch a green one. What a spooky night. Now we're really scared. Uh-oh, a graveyard, a foggy, crumbling graveyard. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no. We have to go through it. Whisper, groan, whisper, groan, whisper, groan. We're going on a goon hunt. We're gonna catch a green one. What a spooky night. Now we're really, really scared. Uh-oh, a haunted house, a creaky, crooked haunted house. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. And that's a creaky, crooked haunted house. Crooked. A creaky, crooked haunted house. And look, I had to use the strategy to figure that one out. I had to look at all the parts of the word. Creak, creak, creak. What's that? One bumpy bald head, two big green ears, two little beady eyes. It's a goon. Quick, back through the haunted house, creak, creak. Back through the graveyard, whisper, groan, whisper, groan. Back through the forest, grumble, stomp, grumble, stomp. Back through the tunnel, flutter, skulk, flutter, skulk. Back through the swamp, gurgle, hiss, gurgle, hiss. Back through the pumpkin patch, stumble, grab, stumble, grab. Get to the front door, open the door, up the stairs. Oh no, we forgot to shut the door. Don't go back, keep running into the bedroom, into the bed, under the covers. We're not going on a goon hunt again. Ah. Did you like that one? So that is We're Going on a Goon Hunt by Michael Rex. Pretty good, huh? Okay, well, I have another book I'd like to share with you, but I'm going to read this book to you at another time. It's called My Teacher for Presidents. And the reason I wanted to read this one to you is because voting day is coming up on Tuesday. So I'm going to share this with you later. But right now, what I'd really like to talk to you about is voting. I really want to make sure that we know a little bit about it because voting day, like I said, is Tuesday. And I have a little book that I want to share with you. And it really puts voting in first grade terms. And it really makes it, in my opinion, it makes it really, really clear. And I think it's going to help you understand it. Do you know what it means to vote? When you vote, you make a choice. And here's an example. You're going to do some voting for me today. You're going to vote for what you think is the best pet. Do you think a cat would be the best pet? Do you think a dog would be the best pet? Or do you think a fish would be the best pet? When you vote, you make a choice. Voting is a right that you have when you turn 18 years old and you are a U.S. citizen. So if you live in the United States, that makes you a U.S. citizen. And when you turn 18, then you have the right to vote. People vote for important things like who will be the president. And that's what we are voting on Tuesday. This way to vote. First, you go to a polling place near you. You register to vote, and then you go to the polling place. You get a little card in the mail, and it tells you where you go to vote. Then you take a ballot, and you go inside the voting booth, and you mark your choice. This way, it is private, and no one else knows your vote. Next, you take your ballot and you put it in the box. And some voting places work like this. Some people actually, some places actually have a machine where you do the voting, but it's private and only you do the voting. Last, you can take a sticker and you wear it, and this shows others that you voted. And you'll see a lot of people walking around with these stickers on Tuesday. Sometimes people forget to vote, or they just don't go vote. And there's a little reminder. It says, don't forget to vote. When you tie a string around you, it's supposed to remind you of what you need to do. Voting is one of the most important things that you can do. Do you think that you'll be a voter someday? I certainly hope so. So that's just a little bit of information about voting. And I am going to make it part of your assignment. You'll get to vote, and you are going to vote which pet do you think is the best. Do you think cat, dog, or fish is the best pet? And I will be reading this book and posting it for you. right? My teacher for president. Hope you like it.